Welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. On the show today, we're going to make one of my signature cocktails. This is my hard vanilla lemonade. Now, I made this for a potluck recently, and it was a huge hit. As a matter of fact, every potluck since then, people ask me about this drink. I made a big, huge container and put it in a dispenser, and people could help themselves. Now, the key to this lemonade is to make fresh, homemade lemonade from freshly squeezed lemons. And trust me, it will knock your socks off. So join me as we make my hard vanilla lemonade. Okay, our first step is to make our homemade lemonade. And I have this little juicer right here. I've actually had this thing for about 12 years. I paid a whole $8 for it at my local department store, and I just love it. I have been using it for 12 years, and this little baby is still growing strong. Basically what it does is it just has a little cup here, and it has this top that you put on, and you can adjust it here based on the amount of pulp that you want, and I kind of want a medium pulp in mine. And it has this little top here, and it pretty much just juices your lemons for you really fast. So we're just going to take a lemon and we're going to cut it in half. I have this cute little, it's actually a tomato knife. This I got from my mom, and she was like, this is like the greatest tomato knife ever. And after using it, I say, this is the greatest tomato knife ever. I have absolutely no idea what the brand is. It looks like R-A-D-A, Rada Cutlery, and it is great. So thumbs up to Mom for the tomato knife, right? So we're just going to take our lemon and we're just going to juice this baby. And one thing that I really like about this juicer, a lot of them have like a little spout that it comes out. And the problem is, you know, since I'm a germaphobe, it's really hard to clean it. This one totally comes apart. It goes in the dishwasher, and it has lasted 12 years. It's actually a Black & Decker. So we're just going to go ahead and juice our lemons. This juicer, it changes directions, so you'll get all that juicy goodness out of your lemon. And basically you want 1 cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice, and I think that's pretty much what we have here. So we're going to go ahead and make our lemonade. So now we're going to make our lemonade. Now how I make this is I make the lemonade in a pitcher and I add the liquor to our individual glasses. The reason I do this is there might be some people don't want their lemonade hard. They just want some fresh lemonade. If you're doing this for a crowd and you know everybody wants hard lemonade, you can go ahead and flavor your lemonade with your vodka, and you will have, and put it in a big pitcher. So we're just going to do this. We're going to do the hard lemonade by individual servings. So the very first thing we have is we have 5 cups of cold water. And to that, we are going to add our cup of lemon juice. And this smells so good. This is why you want fresh lemonade. It makes all the difference in the world, right? Okay, so to sweeten this, we need to put in some sugar. And this is what I advise because it makes for a really nice fresh lemonade. Use simple syrup. And what simple syrup is, it's just water with your sugar dissolved in here. So there's no granular pieces of sugar in your lemonade. How I make this, I basically take 1 cup of water and I heated it up in the microwave and I put in a cup of sugar. So you want a 1-to-1 ratio on your simple syrup. I put in the sugar and I let it all dissolve and I put it in the refrigerator. So it's completely dissolved and very sweet, right? If you don't want to go through the trouble of making simple syrup, you can use, instead of 5 cups of water, 6 cups of water and 3/4 a cup of superfine sugar. You don't want to use regular granulated sugar because it will not dissolve all the way and it'll be a little gritty. So in that way you have to use superfine sugar. If you don't have any on hand, you can run regular sugar in your blender or your food processor until the granules break up and it will make superfine sugar. But frankly, it is so easy to make simple syrup, and this stuff is great. You can use it with a lot of stuff. So I make a lot of it because I use it a lot, right? And you can just store it in the fridge too as well. So we're going to go ahead. So 1 cup of water with 1 cup of sugar makes 1.5 cups of simple syrup. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. And it's a little thicker than just the water, right? And we're going to go ahead and give this a stir. And we're going to put a little bit of ice in here. Be careful, because if you let it sit too long, the ice will dilute this. But I have a little ice cube tray that makes these big, huge ice cubes. So we're going to go ahead and put a couple of those in here, because it's going to take a while for these to melt. Ooh. So now let's make our hard lemonade. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of ice in our glass. Keep it nice and cold. And we are going to use a little bit of vanilla vodka. Now the vanilla flavoring in the vodka really takes this hard lemonade to a whole nother level. It sort of smooths it out. You don't get that big punch of the vodka. And one of the things that's interesting to me when I went to our local ABC store is they are making vodkas in a lot of different kinds of flavors. People are infusing vodka at home, and even in the store you can get vodkas everywhere from raspberry to blueberry to obviously vanilla and even birthday cake flavored vodka. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So today we're using vanilla vodka. It's going to give us that little bit of vanilla hint to it. So for our individual cups, we're going to go ahead and put 2 ounces of our vanilla vodka. Smells really good. So that's 2 ounces of vanilla vodka. And then we're going to top it off with some of our fresh lemonade. It looks really good. And we're going to give it a quick stir here. For a little bit of a garnish, we're going to take a slice of lemon, put it on the rim of our glass with a little yellow swizzle stick. Wow, it looks great. So now let's taste it. So let's take a taste. Wow, the lemon is really fresh tasting. The vanilla from the vodka really smooths it out and gives it that little vanilla taste. It is great. It's sweet, it's refreshing, and it is delicious. If you like this recipe, please subscribe below and leave a comment and a like. And log on to my website at amylearnstocook.com. I'm also on Twitter and Pinterest at Amy Learns to Cook. And we're going to give it a quick stir here.